today is the fourth class. We are deriving the equation of standard equation of hyperbola. Okay, so this is the hyperbola. Now you have this S is the focus, dt dash is the directrix. This side also, this is the focus, S dash is the focus, and this bit, yeah, S dash is the focus, and d1 dash is the directrix. Okay, so this is the x-axis, means S dash lie on the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Okay, so now let me start. So what I will do, first of all, I'll consider any point on the hyperbola. So I am considering a point here A, this point, and this side A dash. Okay, this side A dash. We'll assume that A dash is equal to 2A. Fine. A dash is equal to 2A. That means the coordinates of A we know. Coordinates of A will be what? A comma 0, and coordinates of A dash will be minus A comma 0, right? Now eccentricity is greater than 1 in case of hyperbola, right? Eccentricity is greater than 1. Okay, so AS eccentricity is nothing but any point. You take any point on the means conic section and take the distance of that point from the focus, that is AS, and take the distance of the same point from the directrix, that is AZ, because AZ is perpendicular to dt dash, right? Okay, so always whenever you want to find out the distance of a point from a line, what you have to do, you have to drop a perpendicular on the line. This perpendicular will be the distance of this point from this line, right? So this is perpendicular, AZ is the perpendicular. Okay, anyway, so what we are finding, AS is equal to E times of AZ, right? E times of AZ. This is equation number 1. Similarly, I will take another point, A dash, on the hyperbola, right? So A dash S by A dash Z will be, right? So A dash S is equal to E times of A dash Z, equation number 2. Okay, so these two equations we have formed, and this is no doubt this is the origin, right? So we will do the operation, because our motto is to get the coordinate of S and the equation of dt dash, right? So first I'll add 1 plus 2. Let me change the color. 1 plus 2. This implies what? AS plus of A dash S is equal to, in the right hand side, E I can take common, so I am getting E, I am taking common, AZ plus of A dash Z, right? AS plus of A dash S. Okay, AS plus of A dash S. What we can do, AS is nothing but OS minus of OA, right? OS minus of OA. AS I can write it as AS is nothing but OS minus of OA, right? This is the AS plus A dash S. A dash S is nothing but A dash plus of O dash A plus of O dash S. Yes, don't write this. I will make it like this. A dash S, right? A dash S is nothing but A dash O plus of OS. Am I correct? A dash O plus of OS. Okay. Z is AZ, and A dash Z is nothing but A dash Z is nothing but A dash O plus OZ, right? Okay, this OA get cancelled, so I am getting 2 times of OS is equal to, so this OZ and OZ will get cancelled, right? OZ plus of OZ will get cancelled, so this gives me twice of OA. Why? Because OA is equal to A dash O, right? So we are getting OS is equal to E times of OA. So OS is what? OS is nothing but, that is the coordinate of S, we can say. Means OS is the x coordinate of S, right? So anyway, we will write it. OS is equal to E times of E, right? So we came to know about the coordinate of S. So coordinate of S is what? Because it is lying on the x-axis, right? So we have got the coordinate of S, right? So this is the coordinate of S. Now next what we will do, we will find out the coordinates of OZ, right? So for OZ, how can I find out? I'll subtract 2 from 1. Okay, so let me change the color. Take this color. So I'll do subtract 2 from 1. We get what? We get AS, what I'm doing here, this is actually, this should be 1 and this should be 2. So 1 minus 2, okay, 1 minus 2. So what I'm getting, AS and A dash S, sorry, 2 minus 1, correct, only it was correct, 2 minus 1. I'll subtract 2 minus 1. So A dash S, because this is the A dash S is longer than AS, right? Minus AS is equal to E times of A dash Z minus of AZ, right? So A dash S minus of AS, A dash S minus of AS is nothing but A dash is equal to E times of, okay. Now again, A dash Z is nothing but A dash O plus of OZ, A dash O plus of OZ minus, let me delete this, okay. Again, AZ is nothing but OA minus of OZ, right? Okay, so A dash is nothing but 2A is equal to here A dash O and OA, A dash O and OA both are A, so I can cancel this, right? I can cancel both this, so I will cancel this and this, so I am getting E times of OZ plus of OZ, so I am getting 2A is equal to E times of 2OZ, 2 will get cancelled, so OZ is equal to sorry, a by e, yeah. So OZ we have got a by e. So OZ is a by e. That means the equation of dd dash will be what? Because it is perpendicular to x-axis, so dd dash equation we have got that x is equal to, means for both the equation, if we both the this will be minus a by e, x is equal to plus a by e, and for d on dd dash, d1 dash, it will be minus of a by e, plus minus a by e, or I can write any one equation, that's all. So this is the equation of directrix, right? So once we know this, now it is very easy for us to derive the equation using the definitions, right? Okay, let me change the color now. So I will take any point here. I am taking this as P, any general point, arbitrary point, x comma y, okay, and I will join this and I will drop a perpendicular on this. Same, E is equal to what? PS, we can say PS is equal to E times of PZ, or you write it E is equal to, I will start because space is less, so I will start from here. This is Z. No, I will write it as N because Z already we have taken. This is N. This is perpendicular, right? Okay. So E is equal to what? By definition, E is equal to nothing but PS by PN, right? So PS is equal to, or PS square is equal to E square PN square, right? Okay. So PS square, distance formula, SV formula, x minus a the whole square plus of y minus 0 the whole square is equal to E square PN square. If you notice here, this is the px comma y, and dd dash is nothing but equation EA minus of x is equal to 0. So use the distance formula. This is the distance, okay? So PN is nothing but EX minus A divided by root over coefficient of x is E, so E square, plus of coefficient of y is 0, so 0 square, and this whole square, right? This whole square. So this was less, so I am making in different page, okay? X minus of A, the whole square plus of y square. If you expand this, you will be getting this plus of y square, E square x square plus of A square minus of 2aEx, right? So this 2aEx will get cancelled. E is greater than 1, that we know. So I will bring this x square in the right hand side. So if I take x square common, I will be getting E square minus of 1. The next I will be getting, I am taking y on the other side, y square is equal to, in the left hand side it is a square, E square, and this right hand side I am bringing in the left hand side. So what I am getting? I am getting a square, E square minus of 1, right? If I divide throughout by the right hand side factor, I will be getting x square by a square minus y square by a square, E square minus of 1 is equal to 1, right? And this one, if I consider it as b square, so what I will be getting, the final, the standard equation will be x square by a square plus of, minus of y square by b square is equal to 1. This is the standard equation of hyperbola, okay, where b square is a square, E square minus of 1. So this is all about the 3 conic sections we wanted to discuss